Hey guys, Thogden here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to be looking at some of the most controversial decisions this season made by the video assistant referee. Are you excited?
Video assistant referee? We call it VAR up in Lancaster. You've gone all posh in London, you have. VAR, do we hate it or do we hate it? No one seems to like it, Theo.
I love it. It's the best thing in the world. It adds a different angle and perspective to football. I love it when the fans start cheering and celebrating and then they have to stop their celebrations because the goal's disallowed because of a cheeky handball in the build-up.
Theo, has somebody put something in your brew? How can you love VAR?
I think it's brilliant when decisions that are completely offside are given onside because of a toenail.
But seriously, week in, week out, we all debate these things in the pubs, in the clubs. We're all talking about those decisions, aren't we?
Yeah.
So today, should we look at 10 of those decisions?
Yeah, jokes aside, we're going to look at 10 decisions today, and that are really controversial, and we want to hear your opinions. So get down to the comments, leave the timestamp, and your opinion. This is all about the comments section. It's going to be clipped up for TikTok. This video is going to go everywhere. And if it does well and you guys like it, we'll do another 10 decisions another time.
10,000 likes, please, for the TDL.
10,000 likes, another 10 decisions. The 10 number. It's very simple. We're going to decision number 1 here. Hudson-Odoi is running down the right in Chelsea versus Brighton. And Mason Mount.
No, I've just noticed Mason Mount is in my FPL. If that goes through to him, that's points to Thog Daddy. But I tell you what, that is such an obvious handball there. Was that given?
So let's just have another replay on that. Because the ball goes through his legs. Mason Mount is free home to tap it in and score the winner against Brighton. That's an important 3 points in road to the title at that stage of the season. But I just don't understand how they don't check VAR.
Theo, that is a completely unnatural position from Veltman. That is a stonewall penalty.
This.
And I remember, Theo, this was a 1-1 draw, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
was. So if
was.
Chelsea get the penalty and convert, they get 2 extra points. Now, those points could mean a lot at the end of the season.
What I don't understand, look at this. He's clearly put his arm there to stop the ball from going to Mason Mount if his legs are not in the right position. It's like having an extra leg down there. He's just put his arm down there to stop more surface area. I generally think this is very intelligent defending from Veltman because after he stops it with his arm, he kind of like strolls down as if he's kind of like in an unnatural, uncomfortable position. That way, the referee can't see that he stopped it with his hand and it goes into the hands of Sanchez and Mason Mount is not there to score a tap-in. It's intelligent from Veltman, but it should have been VAR'd and changed to a penalty in my opinion.
And also, it's denying a goal-scoring opportunity, red card.
Red card?
Yes. So
if that was given a penalty and a red card, we'd be still speaking about it today, about how both sides of the story. But we agree on the first. Video number 2, Crystal Palace against Arsenal at the Emirates, actually. This game ended a 2-2 draw, but there were some really fierce moments during it. So take a look at this. The ball flies into the air. Arsenal are defending. MacArthur absolutely whacks Saka here. He's in bags of pain. Clearly, he's going for the ball. I do think he is. But he ends up kicking Saka, and there's none of the ball. And it's with such pain and power. VAR gave nothing. No decision from this. What's your take?
Theo, I reckon that is proper Brexit. The question here, obviously Saka's clearing it.
Yeah.
Is that a yellow or a red? For me, it's not quite a red. I think it's clumsy for me. I think it's a yellow card.
How is that not a red card?
Because of the clumsiness.
Something clumsy doesn't stop it being a red card. It was a terrible tackle. None of the ball. You can argue, yes, he's going for the ball. It's like you going to the street and killing someone and then saying to the police, oh, I didn't mean to kill him, but I killed him.
I think that's very different. But the intent there, Theo, is to volley the ball into the goal. And he's just a little bit slow, isn't he? And it looks terrible when slowed down. For me, benefit of the doubt, but it's a yellow card.
Dad, I have no understanding how you don't give this a red. It's powerful. It's straight on the back of Saka's calf. It could have injured him, seriously risking an injury for the Arsenal young boy. And he's just clearing the ball. So for me, that's a red. For you, it's a yellow.
Let us know in the comments. What should it have been?
The third controversial video assistant referee decision we're going to be looking at is going over to St. James's Park, where they faced Manchester City, the title current winners. Actually ended up winning this game 4-0. But bear in mind, at this moment in the game, it was early on, it was still 0-0.
Wow.
Take a look at this. Cancelo's chasing the ball. Ederson, he's kind of just defending it. Ederson takes out Ryan Fraser.
Now, I remember this because we live streamed this. And for me, I said it at the time, stonewall penalty. Because Ederson just goes through Ryan Fraser. There's no other decision here.
I'm being honest, Dad. I'm going to defend Ederson. He's going for the ball. João Cancelo takes the ball away. So they've got the ball. I know Ryan Fraser gets taken out by the keeper, but it doesn't affect the run of play.
That's what the referee's saying. Obviously, João Cancelo is bringing it away. Good defending.
Yeah,
but
look,
by that stage, He's completely out of control, the keeper.
Yeah.
He's going straight through the striker. Penalty for sure.
One of them should have said to the other, I'm going for this. Cancelo's ball or Edison's ball. Because both of them would have got there, but Cancelo just decided to take it away.
But I tell you what, I've played in goal, Theo, and I know, if I'm that keeper, I know straight away that's a penalty.
I remember live streaming it and actually saying it wasn't a pen. So I've changed my mind after looking at the replays. By the way, when the official Newcastle TikTok account is posting about it, you know they kind of believe, pretty strong-willing, that it's a penalty. Video assistant referee decision number 4. I'm still saying it to annoy you both, Dan. Look, this one happened last week on a game week where Southampton played Man City. The Saints were 1-0 up at the time, and then Manchester City equalised. And in the 78th minute, Stuart Armstrong, the Southampton midfielder, decided to stamp Laporte. You can see after the game, this is his leg. That's the state of his leg after that tackle. There's barely any of the ball. I think he might have skimmed the ball at some point, but there's serious intent and power that's gone into that challenge. And he's not gotten off the ball. He's got most of the leg, as we can tell after the game. What's your take on it? Is it a red card or not? Because this one did go to VAR, and it wasn't given.
This is amazing. All I can say is, ouch, that's going to hurt in the morning, because that's a horrible gash. And what VAR said, Theo, you won't believe this, it was only a glancing blow. Look at that. That's like something out of the Vietnam War. That's horrible. That is a red card, Theo.
Glancing.
That's not a glancing blow. Look at the pictures. It's so obvious. This is the thing about VAR, Theo.
Yeah.
You've got it there. Use it properly. How can that be a glancing blow? That is dangerous.
There's 12 minutes left in that game, right? Pep could absolutely go all out with City and score a winner if that's given a red card. And Liverpool are now, if they win their game in hand, only 6 points away from City. So these decisions make a big difference on the title race. That should have been given a red card. Look at what it's done to his leg. There's not much of the ball. There's nothing else to say, really.
And the studs are going straight into the thigh. Red card.
Yeah, we agree. Let's stay in the same game week as that Laporte challenge. And let's go over to London. Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park. Jota went clean through. The referee didn't give this at first. Take a look at this. He's through on goal. The keeper's coming off his line. He's got the defender behind him. Jota moves his body into the keeper. And as the ball's astray, he wins a penalty.
Now, the first thing to notice there, Theo, is that Jota miscontrols, and then he clashes with the goalkeeper and thinks, all I can get here is a dodgy penalty. And that's what it is. There's no way in the world that's a penalty, Theo.
Jota has conned the referee here. Take a look at his face as he realises the ball's astray. He looks up, sees Gaita off his line, puts his body into him and wins a penalty.
That is a very bad decision. Now, Jota is my FPL player, so I got points for this, but I have to admit, having watched it back, that is pure wrong. The referee did not give that at first.
No, he didn't.
VAR give that. So is that a clear and obvious error? For me, how can that be a clear and obvious error?
I'm disappointed that no one was in his ear to the referee saying, I've looked at this about 10 times now. He's walked into the goalkeeper to basically con you and make it look like on the replay, because you can see he moves his body over. The ball's going out of play. There's no way Jota is catching the ball. He's done that on purpose. And this is what Sir Alex has to say about it.
He could have been killed. I think the FA has got to look into it. I think, irrespective of him having a yellow card, he should be banned.
Love Sir Alex. Tell you what, that's the decision. Tell us in the comments. If you're a Liverpool fan, you defend it. I want to know how, because I don't know. Decision number 6 we're going to be looking at. We're going over to the B Stadium, the community stadium at Brentford, for a 6-pointer versus Watford. Let's take a look at this. So, Willikong slides in, takes down the Brentford player, and as Mbeumo steps up to take it, you can see the Brentford players are in the box. VAR doesn't see this. They don't even check it, and the goal stands. What's your opinion?
Well, this is called encroachment, Theo, and the penalty should be taken again. So what you've got a referee, you've got 2 assistants, you've got VAR, and nobody saw that. That is an infringement of the rules, and I'm sorry. I know it happens a lot, but you have to punish that because it's against the rules.
But do you think maybe you could argue that his leg is on the line, and also...
he's in the area. You can't do that.
It's the last kick of the game. Dad, do you remember this was literally going over extra time?
Yes.
And this was the winner. Do you think there was some kind of sympathy that the referees were thinking, we can't let this game go on? If we give it for such a little thing like this, it's going to cause mayhem all over the Premier League board.
No, it's one of those rules that isn't enforced, and I don't know why. There are some rules that are enforced time and time again. This one isn't, and it should be.
Just to understand, a lot of you people won't know this, but you'll know if you play Sunday League. If a penalty's being taken, when the ball is kicked, when there's contact with the foot and the football, that's the only time a player can enter the box. You can see before the ball's kicked, there's a Brentford player already in the box, because if it's saved, then you can be on the rebound. But to make it fair, you want all the players at the same level. A lot of people don't know that rule because it's barely enforced in the Premier League. Now we've got an encounter for number 7 between Crystal Palace and West Ham, and this is a bit of an argy-bargy one. A red card decision given by David Coote. Are you ready for this?
Oh, go on then.
So it was on your boy Souček, and the referee straight away goes over to Benteke and awards him the red card. So let's check a replay of this.
Oh, you're joking, Theo.
What do you think about that?
Oh, you are joking. Honestly, I look at that and I think this referee, David Coote, has probably never played the game. When you're going up for a challenge, Theo, you don't go up like that with your hands by your sides.
Like that.
You have to raise your arms. That's not a red card in a million years.
I guess
maybe give a foul, but red card, no.
I guess what the referee team are trying to say is that he kind of goes over into Souček's face as he jumps up. So you could jump up, but if you're kind of using your arm like that, which is what he's doing, I mean, to give a red card for that's a bit of a disgrace, though.
Do you know what, Theo?
Maybe
if you go up and you do that...
Yeah, like Kevin Davis in his prime.
It's very dangerous, and it's a red card, but that was nowhere near a red card. The referee's got it wrong. But you know what? If the referee gets it wrong, VAR, take a look and tell him he's got it wrong.
There was a petition after the game on change.org, sack David Coote. It nearly got 15,000 votes.
Yeah.
Palace fans may have been part of that. He was also the referee in the Merseyside derby where Pickford wasn't sent off for that crazy tackle on Van Dijk, which put him out for like a year. What do you think of David Coote? Is it just a coincidence that he's played in 2 games with massive decisions, or...?
I wish more referees actually played and understood the game, and often you watch a game and you think, he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm sure this guy knows every rule in the rule book, but what he doesn't is he doesn't understand football.
We're going back to the most recent game week. For Manchester United 0, West Ham 0. And the last kick of the game...
Oh, let me guess there. This decision will go in Man United's favour. That's a guess. I've not seen it yet.
It does, yeah.
Oh, what a surprise.
In added time, last minute when Bolton scored last minute when 3 p.m. kickoff as well. And my mate was at the United game and this goal stood. There's Cavani, played the ball through from Martial, who's just went to Sevilla. And as you can tell, they go on to score this because Cavani takes it and then squares it to Rashford. And yeah, they score. What's your take?
But Theo, to be quite honest, you can't see this with the naked eye. And for me, look, we've got the technology to split the atom, to put a manned probe on Mars or whatever. Don't we have the technology to get these lines right? This is where VAR has to get it right, Theo.
People love to say, give Manchester United whatever they want. Fergie time. United get all their decisions. They're the ones most in favour for VAR. In my opinion... People are just crying because decisions are not going their way. This was a completely onside and fair goal for Manchester United. It was very good play from not only Martial, but a good run from Cavani and a good back post finish from Rashford to score a goal which they absolutely needed to get the 3 points. I don't see anything wrong with this. People were trying to measure rulers from the Sky cameras. There's only one mainland camera from the Premier League above, when you watch the game.
Yes.
You can't make decisions from that camera, which is not at the perfect angle. Yes, if you had a camera at every single line of the pitch, you could see from the camera angle. But people getting their rulers out on social media trying to say, oh, actually, they're just giving decisions in United's favour. It's just silly. Right, Arsenal versus Manchester City. We live streamed this game. Our clips got absolutely viral on TikTok on our reaction to the Odegaard penalty. We're going to discuss it all in a second. Man City ended up winning this game 2-1. Arsenal on a great run of form. They went 1-0 up, didn't they? They didn't have Arteta because he had the Rona. So he was getting all these guys on the sideline screaming down the mic. I bet it was such a stressful 90 minutes for him. So let's look at the first challenge. The question is, if this is a penalty, when Bernardo Silva is through against Granit Xhaka, the thing that awards it for a penalty for me in this decision is his arm on the shirt. He's trying to hold it back. For me, that's a penalty.
That is a penalty because the moment you do this and you show the referee that you're tugging at shirt, it's going to be a penalty.
So should this be a penalty as well then?
Theo, that is not comparable. That is a totally different scenario. And this is one where we have to see this about 100 times. And I reckon he got this one right as well.
Odegaard moves the ball away from Ederson and gets taken out. My first reaction watching this game live was penalty.
Yes.
But looking back, I'm not too sure.
Theo, this is all about 1,000th of a second. For me, you have to watch that 100 times and you're still not sure.
Yeah.
So you've got to give the goalkeeper the benefit of the doubt. And I think that's not a penalty.
But what I think is dodgy, right? 10 minutes in, they don't give that decision and they still give a VAR in favour of City.
You can't think that way. Those are
but
two
is there
different
a lack of
incidents.
Consistency?
No, not in this instance. In general, there's a lot of inconsistency in refereeing, in VAR decisions, etc.
Yeah.
But on these occasions, I think he gets both of them right.
And the 10th and final clip, we're going to another match we live streamed, Tottenham against Liverpool. What a game, by the way. I think Tottenham should have won it. There was moments in that game where they played really well. But early on, Harry Kane left a lingering tackle in on Andy Robertson. Even in his interview, he went out and said there's no way that's a red card, and he's pretty happy with the performance because that was the game he stopped his goal drought. So let's take a look at the challenge and actually go through whether it is a red card, because it did go to VAR and it was given as just a yellow, I believe. That's the tackle.
Wow.
It's dangerous. Robertson's going for the ball. He clears the ball away and it studs up.
Oh, Theo, look at that angle.
But he gets the ball.
Theo, there is only one decision here. Now, I love Harry Kane. I think he's a great man, a great player. that is a straight red card. And I think if it's anybody else, yeah, if it's some Millwall player or some Crystal Palace player or whatever, you take my point, that's a red card.
He lifts himself over the ball, and Harry
Studs
Kane
are up.
goes through. He gets the ball. He's showing a bit of power.
Wrong,
Theo.
He's
getting stuck in.
Wrong.
He's trying to get
Studs
into
are
Liverpool.
up. Out of control. That is a red card.
It's not a red card. It's
in
a yellow.
any books.
It's a yellow.
Theo.
He gets the ball.
Nonsense.
He's just getting stuck in.
Nonsense.
This is what Tottenham needed to get back into the game.
Wait until someone challenges you like that, Theo.
Went straight into
Robertson did a red card challenge later and was sent off.
Yeah.
Kane did a red card challenge
That's not
and
a red
got
card.
away with it because he's the England captain.
That's not true, Dad. You've got this so wrong. He's getting stuck in on VAR. When they slow it
VAR.
down and replay it, they make it look at 10 times worse than what it was. There was no contact with the player. He got the ball. He's getting stuck in. I defend Harry Kane. But after argument, that is all 10 decisions complete. It's an enjoyable one. I love doing these sort of videos. It's like a ref watch, giving our opinion. We should do a weekly reaction to all the VAR decisions made that weekend. Do you think that would be a good idea?
That is a very big shout. And if we get 10,000 likes, perhaps we'll do that.
We'll do a part 2. Look, 10,000 likes, and please subscribe for more Premier League English content. We're keeping you busy over these international breaks because we just love it. See you in a bit.
See ya.